Previously on New Crits on the Block. I am going to kill you, here and now.
Come on, this is what you wanted, right? Doom the rest of the world for your own personal benefits? Come on.
You are going to die, and then I am going to save everyone.
Philippa runs over to you as you pull your sword up.
Get off of me! I push her off of me.
You fling her as she smashes her head into the building, falls and goes face first into the ground.
Look what you've done. Look what could have happened. Are you happy with yourself?
I mean, I don't care how dire the situation is. I mean, there better be a good damn reason why he's here.
So you all kind of are getting back into the tower, except Catan and Grax. Everyone kind of has a somber mood as they all kind of just go into their corners.
So where did Grax go?
Grax just went over to the river. And
okay, so they're both outside unattended together still.
Yeah,
cool.
they both also walked in different directions.
All of a sudden we hear
out there
clink,
still.
clink.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, they're doing it again.
Only this time it's two people with 1 HP trying to fight each other. It's just like a pathetic slap war.
They're laying next to each other, just slapping each other.
That noise of
but it's echo because they're so strong. It's echoing through the forest.
Yeah, thunder cracks.
It looks like a fancy anime fight scene at a distance. You know,
they're moving so fast we can't see them. Oh no, they're just not moving at all.
They're just having a slap fight.
Yeah. So everyone besides Grax, Hagar, and Catan are in the tower. Everyone else is kind of just in their own corners or in another room by themselves. As Leaf, you come back down from the room talking with Philippa, and you see the somber scene.
Great. I'm going to march over to Awen and Boral and be like, you two, with me right now.
Okay.
Oh, all right, yeah.
What?
Jeez. No. All right.
We need to talk about Catan. That was insane. He's out of control. We have to get that stuff away from him.
I think that was the last of it. I don't think we have to worry about it anymore.
No, it wasn't.
Just from the woods. No.
Bluetooth kicks in.
Then you hear some slapping again.
Well, I think that was more driven by the emotion than the substance.
Okay, but him being able to do that and throw her across the... Did you see that?
He didn't mean to do it.
He could have killed her.
I know, but he didn't mean to do it.
I don't think it was something against Philippa. It was just the fact that it was a person in his way.
Right, that's the problem. Yeah, anybody who's in his way gets just...
Well, until now, that hasn't been a bad thing.
I just don't think he should just be allowed to do whatever he wants like that. I think he's...
Well, I think this is a very delicate situation. I don't think this has never happened before with us, with him in our group. I mean, what would you do if you were confronted by the person that you saw murder your father right in front of you?
I would try to have a conversation.
Really?
Yes, really.
Leaf, I mean, I think you got to be honest here. You would want to rip his head off.
Okay, but you think that was good, what he just did?
Well,
that was worth it?
I didn't say it was good.
Let's just keep this all in context of up to this point, he has been nothing but caring and has doted upon this girl and made sure that she is comfortable and safe, and a momentary lapse, I don't think, can throw all of that away.
Well, she's up there and she's not happy.
I agree.
Sure.
She shouldn't be.
So if we have her unhappy with him and she's trying to go all ice and him trying to stab people every time that because he doesn't like them.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. It's not the fact that he just doesn't like him. He doesn't like him because he murdered his father.
Okay, well, I want to make
Like
sure.
if I saw the person that murdered my father.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
Every morning. you
All the
look
mirrors in the
mirror.
house are covered up. I've been chasing him. He's been around my house my entire life. I turn
catching
around and he's gone.
Glimpses of him. I think
just-
Boral's right. I think there's a lot more than what happened at face value here. I think there was a lot more emotion driving what happened, not so much the physicality of it. And it was bad. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I think Philippa's a teenager. She'll be mad and then she'll get over. I mean, she'll say, "I hate you, Catan," and then get over it.
He bashed her against a wall.
Right, but I think if they will have a conversation when they're both ready to have one, and I'm sure that will be taken care of. He didn't mean to do that.
I know. It's the fact that he did it anyway. He didn't have any self-control. That's what makes me worried about that stuff he's taking. He has no self-control. He didn't think it through.
Okay,
He just went for him, and then he went for her.
Okay.
He has to have, he has always been so measured, so calculated. And then all of a sudden he just turned wild. That scares me.
Okay. Look, I or Aowen, we will take that stuff away from him.
Yes.
Okay.
You hear plate mail shifting in the woods.
Anger clanks.
Your little shovel digging a little hole.
A little stash house now.
X marks the
Oh,
spot.
no. I'm digging a hole for the two of you.
Oh. Trying to take my stuff from me.
I just think we need
Two
to be.
elf-side holes.
Wait, what?
Elf-sized holes.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? I heard side hole. I was like,
Two elf side holes, baby.
I was like, excuse me?
Fizzlevane's a hell of a drug.
Oh. I just need your guys' help to make sure that he has some sort of check or control on him so he doesn't lash out like that on somebody else in our group. Or
Okay, that's fair. I mean, look, yes, that's fair. He shouldn't have done that. I think we all agree that he shouldn't have done that. And every other time, you are correct. He's been very measured. He's been very in control. And we now see what Catan is capable of when he is out of control.
exactly.
So we will take that away.
Okay.
Yes, I think any of us out of control could do horrible things.
I think he was already out of control without the Fizzlevane.
Fair. And I don't like that he has to partner up with this guy either, but he's never been like that before.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
I just want to make sure he doesn't get worse. Right?
Yes?
Okay.
Fair.
That's all I wanted to say. And I'm going to go pop down on a chair. Just pout.
Okay.
I mean, do you think Philippa wants to talk now? Have you tried to talk to her?
I already talked to her. She's calming down. But no, I don't think it's a good idea that anybody else goes up there.
Yeah, probably give her a little bit. So.
If you-
Calming down,
wait.
big icicle shoots up
Feel-
the window.
Before you go in, feel the doorknob. If it's ice cold, don't go in.
Ah, yes.
It's the opposite.
So you'd say she's cooling off.
Yes, she's cooling off.
Oh, no.
Do we need to put ice jokes on the list?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Because we keep recycling them.
That's true. And they have been different. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emmy walks over to you guys. Should I go check on Catan?
Oh.
Oh.
Ha.
One of
Well,
us-
hold on. Only you know though what's
Yeah.
going on with her.
Yeah.
So you know what? Yeah, you two seem to have a connection, so that might be a good idea.
I mean, or maybe just give him a little time before you do that.
You guys saw,
Yeah.
I don't think, I think him in his own head right now isn't a great idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What, you don't think so, Boral?
You know, just sometimes a little space can help. I mean, just chew on that for a little bit.
I was
then,
honestly just going to go
let's-
and sit next to him.
Yeah, or you could just sit next to him tomorrow
I don't think that's going to
over
be
breakfast,
good-
eggs and bakey.
I think someone should check on him.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Bleeding out
he's
quietly in the
fine. I'm sure he's like, you know what? I'll go check on him. He'll be fine. I'll go check on him.
All right, fine.
But
Mm.
That's a good idea. That's your concern is noted. I'll let you know, or I'll let him know that you asked about. Anyway, bye.
This is from Emmy.
I'd like to point out that I am still covered in blood when you find me, so you're gonna have a hard
Eventually.
time finding a place to put
No,
your lips.
I'll follow the trail. Oh, there he is. Giant pool of blood.
Yeah, so you guys are all kind of sitting there, and Boral, you like walking off right then, or
I would have, yeah.
okay. So Boral gets up and walks away, and you can hear kind of Sven like walk up. So I made some.
He wasn't out there, was he?
No,
Yeah, he's like, I was making strudel.
I was making some streusels inside for everyone because there was going to be a big. Does anyone know?
I come back inside. Did I hear streusel?
Yeah, you did. You want some?
Yes.
Okay.
2 to go, please.
He runs over and grabs 2 and hands them to you.
Thank you.
He
Out the door. I
looks
go.
back at it. Also, I had some new things that I made, but maybe that's wait for tomorrow. I
New
guess.
streusel, or is that what you mean?
Well, yes, this is a new recipe for
Is it
streusel.
A
It's a
new,
new
you say
streusel?
noosel?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But maybe those the new inventions can wait for tomorrow. Because I want everyone to be super stoked, and because it's super cool. Yeah. So I don't want this
Yeah,
energy.
not a super cool vibe at the
No,
moment.
no, it's very very
I'll
sad.
take
It's
I'll
super
take
sad.
the food, but yeah, maybe the inventions can wait when everyone's back and feeling a little more super cool.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, I think I only spent the whole 7 arcs making some cool shit, but it's fine. I mean, no worries, no
Well,
worries.
we're gonna get to
Isn't
it.
your whole
7
thing-
arcs. No, we.
6 arcs, 5 arcs.
When's the last time?
5
We made,
arcs.
when's the last time we made us cool shit?
Arc 2?
Arc 2?
5 arcs ago.
Isn't your whole thing like they're never quite finished because you haven't finished testing them yet? So maybe you should take one extra day to maybe,
My products are A grade. You like? I see everyone's still wearing the boulder tooth. No, leave.
Oh, I left it in my other robe.
What? Why would you
Where's
be in
your
your
other
robe?
robe?
I dropped it.
You? What do you mean? You
I
dropped my invention? Was
Yeah.
it not good enough for you?
No, it was great.
Was there something?
I had to get rid of it for something.
Was there something better than mine?
No, do you think maybe I could get a new one? Just like maybe a newer, cooler model, perhaps? Or
I'm gonna go do my
It was an
streusels.
accident.
I'll be back. It's fine. No, it's okay.
I'm sorry, Sven. I'm sorry. Oh. You actually cried.
I actually cried.
Oh, damn, he's gonna hell into
Oh
that.
shit!
He's so hurt.
Sven is hurt.
Wow.
So Jake's
Clearly.
crying. Katan's fuming. I think Chrissy's genuinely mad at me. Okay, cool.
That's
So-
her secret. She's never not mad at you, Ben.
Well, I Well, I'm raging. You're like disappointed mad. You're
Mhm.
like angry mom mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's,
All right.
that's some good character.
Matt, how you feeling?
I feel fine.
A1 has no emotions.
I'm
Big
good.
shock.
I'm good.
And Sven,
I know all of it's gonna blow over. I know it's all just one big like thing. I know that there's not permanent repercussions that have come out of this fight for anyone.
I rolled really good on that damage on her.
Yeah, you did, but she's okay.
Good in a bad way.
But she's okay, and I know she's okay.
and Sven walks away. Hey, when you see Lorelai kind of in like the corner like of the kitchen, and she looks over to you and then kind of nods to the back door and walks out.
I don't like that she just shows up and is like, "Hey, come on outside and back and let's chat." Because she ghosted on me. Don't forget the last time I tried to talk to her.
She did ghost you.
She did. Yeah, I will begrudgingly go outside.
You walk outside and you can see her just kind of pacing outside the door. And as you walk outside, she like looks up to you and you can see the look of disappointment on her face. What the hell, Awen?
Yeah, good question. What the hell?
Don't do the fuck. Don't do your Awen deflect, okay?
I'm not deflecting. You're deflecting.
You literally just deflected you did it again.
Yes, Casper. Slimer. Can I continue? I think I can name more
What?
ghosts.
Do you know any more ghosts?
Yeah.
I'm thinking so hard right now.
There's some
Pokemon
Pokemon
ghosts.
ghosts. Gengar.
Ghostface Killer.
Boo.
Boo.
Literal Boo from Mario, yeah.
Old Boo.
Old Boo.
Young Boo. Why did you
Oh, Patrick
attack?
Swayze.
That's
I
not.
was just a ghost from the ceramic guy.
Oh, Ghost Dad. Oh, maybe not that one.
No.
That's we're gonna go ahead and
I don't know
just
any of the
pretend like
ghost names from the Ghost Ship movie.
Ghost Ship movie.
Yeah, there's a bunch of ghosts on the ship. It's like, I don't know if it's like 13 ghosts or something like that. There's a movie with like a bunch of ghosts.
that.
and they
12
kill-
Angry Ghosts.
I think it literally was. I think there was a movie called like 13
Grimming
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Grimming Ghosts. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Wraith.
Hitchhiking ghosts.
Oh, the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Ghost Christmas Past
And present.
And present.
and Future.
Oh,
You're all three. Eat it.
Awen.
Sorry. Yep. Sorry. Yes. What? Sorry. What?
Can I just get one? Like, just
Yes. Yes.
What
Go
the
ahead.
fuck was that about?
What?
That.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the thing that just happened. You know, the
Uh-huh.
fight to the death.
So the guy you brought back. Funny story, actually.
Well, I got that. He tried to
Yeah.
kill Katan's dad, or did, or
Did in front of him.
okay.
Uh huh.
Fuck.
Right. Yeah. So it does make sense when you think about it for just a
No,
second.
I'm not mad at Catan. I am.
You're the only one who is not at the moment, and me actually. I get it.
I think me and you are in a
Love.
certain position.
What?
What?
Huh?
What'd you say under your breath?
No, I called you another ghost name.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Laurel, I love you.
That's what I said.
Oh, that's what you said. Laurel,
She
I
said,
love you.
I think we're in, and I said, love. Really quiet, hella quiet, and I don't think anyone heard me.
No.
I didn't.
Good.
Fuck. God damn it.
Uh-huh. Sticky situation. Why did you bring him? Who is he? Why is he here? I mean, I get who he is, I guess, from context, but
He saved us in Waterdeep. We got cornered. Ulrich said he made contact with some warrior he knew there in Waterdeep to help us. And Awen, me and Leland we were gonna die. Like, I mean, I didn't even have a weapon anymore. I was bloodied on the ground. Leland was completely unconscious. And there were so many of them, and he just
so many of who?
Waterdeep's guards.
Where was Ulrich?
We were split up for that part of
No,
the
you
mission.
never split the party. You know that. That's one of the first things they teach you as us in school.
Yeah, well, that works great, but in subterfuge, not so well.
Sure. All right.
Especially when you have two wanted people with you, Leland and Ulrich. Ulrich figured if he could take off the heat from us and as a distraction, it didn't work. But Grax saved us and proved time and time again that
Saved you how? What? How did he save you?
he showed up right when they were about to kill us, and he killed them all
Why did he do that?
to help Ulrich. Us.
So he knew Ulrich.
He knows Ulrich, yes.
Okay.
Ulrich, when we went to the town, he said he put in word to an old friend of his, but I mean, and he saved us time multiple times after that. I'm not saying the dude definitely loves fighting.
Yes.
And I don't doubt that he did kill Catan's father, because from what the stories he talked about, and not all of them he was very proud on. That's why he left the mercenary guild. He hasn't fought in any conflicts for years now. Actually, I think since the Great War, he hasn't been in a conflict since.
So he's on our side. He's hired. Does he know what's going on? Do you know what's going on?
Well, yeah, you just told us. In the room? Were you talking about what do you mean going on with him?
No.
I don't trust him that. I mean,
Going on with what we just learned about everything.
yeah, we had the debrief.
But did he know that? Does he know
Yes.
all this?
Well, he didn't know that all the stuff that we just talked about in the debrief, but he knows that there's, yeah. When you guys came into town, we didn't have the debrief. We just said, we have the debrief and we
Yes.
exchange information.
And then he walked inside.
Yeah,
And
he
then he
wasn't
walks
there.
in.
That's my point. Is just he know
I thought
what
I
he's getting
walked
himself
in
into.
and saw him. It was
No,
vice
no.
versa. We were in there and he walked in.
Yeah.
Great, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm getting to the point. Does he know what he's getting himself into?
sorry, I was like, we never talked. Yes, we did. Never mind. Go ahead.
So does he know what he's getting himself into, or does he just not care?
He knows most of it. He knew what we knew before your guys' debrief. So he doesn't know the whole fate is broken thing and or potentially more fucked or not, depending on how that whole breaking fate worked. But he knew about the Titans and what's at stake here. And that's why he joined us. But I mean, obviously those two can't work together. I mean, there's no way.
Right. So you have a good connection with him then?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, do I trust him? No. But do I trust most people? No.
No. All right. So you need to work with him on not just having his, well, I was a soldier, be a blanket excuse for things that he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Like
kind of an asshole.
I get it. I understand. There's war and shoulders fight. I understand that, but that's also not an excuse.
No, I don't disagree. He's not he's an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
So he needs to understand that what he did to Catan personally has ramifications and affects people on a smaller level. I mean, war is such a large overarching thing. People forget that there's actually people fighting those battles and losing loved ones.
yeah.
That's the thing that gets lost a lot of times, is that the personal stories of each person in that situation can have lasting effects. Yeah. And this is one of them. And they just came head to head and neither of them expected it. Did he know?
That Catan?
Yes.
I
Does he
mean-
even remember who he would be?
I don't think he would remember. I mean, it seems like he did that or he was just egging on Catan. I don't know what's going on in that guy's head. I mean, he's kind of hard to read. That's why I kind of stayed close to him. I mean, it's kind of, the whole keep your enemy closer thing. I don't know if he is friend or foe, but at this point, I mean, you can't argue that we need every.
No, we need help. I understand that. But you or Ulrich or whomever needs to work on him to make sure he doesn't just keep dismissing what he did. That's the issue. That's what's going to get Catan mad every single time, is the dismissal of it. The dismissal of his father being murdered just being a thing that happened.
I agree. Fuck, this just never ends. On a side note, we did some fucked up shit, Awen.
What?
I'm having a. You see her like shoulders kind of slack down, her face like she looks down at her feet. I killed an innocent person, Awen.
What? When?
On one of our runs to get information, someone saw me in the castle. They were gonna scream, and I didn't have time to cover their mouth. And when I shot a person in the throat, and you see her like look at her hands. Are we turning in what we're trying to stop? Boral, you are walking out of the tower. You see the makeshift ring, and you just see a trail of blood, more of like a trickling of blood, a few droplets here and there, going out into the burning forest.
So I gonna follow the trail. I'm going to, I guess, just slowly kind of follow it and kind of being kind of on guard. Like as soon as I find him, I kind of want to ready an action because I don't know what he's going to do.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So I guess Catan, you're like in the forest. There's just a bunch of trees around you. What is Boral seeing as he approaches you?
So Catan, limped out to the forest, and he found just a tree. It's a good distance. We're talking maybe he was walking for 10 minutes. Just not like super long, but like long enough that like you cannot hear nor see where he is.
Yeah.
Without like you got to kind of have to follow him. And he's kneeling next to a tree, and he's just kind of rocking back and forth on his like the balls of his heels, and he's kind of like on his feet. It's that like fetal crunched down, like he's not like laying down. He's still kind of on his feet a little bit, but he's definitely physically hiding, you know what I mean, from what he's done. And he doesn't know what else to do about that. And like how he doesn't do a very good job of hiding from himself. He can't hide from anyone. He knows exactly what he did, and he's everyone's aware of him, and he's aware of himself too. And he didn't have his helmet. I'd like to point out that you said you've been traveling for about a month since we left.
Since you left,
it was like a month since like we all met, roughly. Maybe a little longer.
It's been a few months.
Yeah, he hasn't had a haircut that entire time. His hair has actually gotten quite long, and it is now covered in blood and dirt. And he also hasn't shaved that entire time that he's been at the Jarl's place, right? At Aaronfall.
Yeah.
So he just looks kind of insane, frankly. To put it very frankly, he does not look stable at all. And I think that all became aware of him quite suddenly. And that's what Boral finds. Boral finds a man who is broken and unstable, rocking back and forth.
I'm going to
walk away.
Just never mind.
Just slowly disappear.
Cast invisibility.
I'm gonna stay probably 15 feet away, and I don't know if his back's to me or not, but I'm going to kind of get within his periph.
Okay.
And determine if he knows I'm there or not. What can I?
I think you would just notice that I think Catan would like look up to you and see you for a second and then just look back down.
Okay. I'm going to say, Philip is okay.
Mm-hmm. I saw.
She's a little mad,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'm sure she is. Good girl. She should be.
She'll be okay. And you guys will be okay.
That's unlikely.
Look.
But that's not what matters. We just need to find a way through this.
Yep.
And we need to just keep going. And we're just going to keep going.
That's right.
I'm just going to keep going. All I have to do is keep going. I just have to keep going.
You did exactly what I would have done. And I don't know if...
Then we're all animals.
No, we're not. And you are not. Look. You were outside of your body for a short time.
You know what the really messed up thing is? And he holds up that one gauntlet again. And he casts Cure Light Wounds because he has a couple of those left. And he's still really messed up. He's purposely not fully healed himself because he kind of wants to suffer. And he puts it again on one of those stab wounds he has that's still kind of leaking. And he heals the wound. I'm granted these abilities by a higher power. And we've always been told that if we don't follow the code, we'll lose them. And I still have them, which means that what I did is okay. And it can't be and it shouldn't be, but it is. How can I still do this? Why am I not being punished?
Did you mean to hurt Philippa?
Of course not.
There you go. That's why. Right there.
But that doesn't matter
Yes, it
because
does.
I have to be able to control it.
This notion that a person is always in control is it's a false belief. Sometimes we have no control, and how we behave when we're in control matters. And up to that point, you protected that girl with your life. The only thing that happened was that in that moment, when somebody got in front of you, when you were going to kill that man, it was her that got in front of you. It could have been me, it could have been Leaf, it could have been Aowen, but it was her, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish it was Aowen.
Yeah, me too.
Aowen's ears perk up somewhere.
And she was the one that got in front of you because of the fact that you've taken such good care of her up to that point. And you still will. Let me take that back. You are still going to continue to take care of her. This is all going to be okay. It's not going to be okay for a little bit, but it will.
No. Yeah, you make a lot of really good points. And I'm really appreciative of you trying to come out here and make me feel better. But you didn't do it. You didn't lose it. That is what all of this is. And I gesture to my whole bloodied but still very nice plate mail that has all the
still
symbols.
Very chiseled body.
No, I mean it's still
ripped muscles and stuff.
No, I'm referring to the plate mail. It is still that shiny, polished. Look at me. I am a symbol. Paladins are designed to draw attention. Look, the hero is here. And I'm supposed to still be that person? Because guess what? I'm not. And you know what? I don't think I ever was.
Hello, everyone. It's your favorite player, Matt. I sound like a robot when I said it like that. Hello, everyone. It's your favorite player, Matt. Welcome to this week's Middle Break. We are happy to have you here with us. No, but seriously, from the human side of me, we are so happy that you're here on this week's Middle Break. Which means you've listened to this week's episode, which we're also so happy about. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Couple things we want to cover real quick. All right. If you're a fan of the show, you know what they are already. Okay. If you're not a fan of the show, listen up. All right. Because this is very important. We want you to rate, subscribe, and review to wherever you get your podcasts from. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. If you listen on a podcatcher, well, then we're obviously on it. Another way you can help support us is by following all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits. You can find us on Instagram at New Crits on the Block, and you can find us on Facebook at New Crits on the Block. We are constantly posting content, and it'd be really cool if you could repost some of that content for us. Share it on your Instagram, tag people on Facebook, post it on Twitter, go into Facebook groups and suggest our podcast to people. Help us grow, because if we grow, we get to do more cool stuff. And if we get to do more cool stuff, it's more cool content for you. We also want you to be part of our Discord family. That's right. We have our own personal Discord we would love you to be a part of. We have channels for everything you can think of, everything including D&D and D&D and beyond. Dragon Lightyear said that. Buzz Dungeon. Buzz Dungeon said that. He is one of the founders of our podcast, good old Buzz Dungeon. He's more a behind the scenes guy, but he said, I don't even remember what he said anymore. All right. This is going off the rails. I'm sorry. Okay, back on track. Ooh. Seriously, though, we do have a budding, wonderful family in our Discord that grows every single day. I think we just had like 10 more people join in the last couple days, which is super cool, super crazy. You can be as active as you want. You don't have to be that active. You can just sit back and watch and enjoy. What we'd love if you would be able to reach out and talk to us. You could talk to the fans. You could talk to the cast. We pop in there and chime in on our crazy antics every once in a while. So if you just want a little bit more of that family feel, come join our Discord. Now, you might be thinking, well, how do I do any of the things that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course. linktr.ee/new crits on the block will get you to all things new crits. It takes you to everything I mentioned and some things that I didn't even have time to mention on here. linktr.ee/new crits on the block, your central hub for all things new crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back to this week's episode. Ooh, it's a heavy one, huh? I mean, there's a lot to unpack here. So we'll get you back into the, I guess you say action, but there's not, I guess action in a sense, the drama. Ooh, get you back into the drama of this week, okay? Get you back into that sauce, all right? Once again, thank you so much for listening this week. We, of course, will be back next week, every single Monday, as we have been for over a year, almost. Is it close to 2 years? I don't know. I'm not looking at a calendar. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. We love you. Hope everyone is staying safe out there. Hope you are all being well, and we will see you next week. Bye.
The only way we know that we are a good person is that we know we are capable of doing bad. And you're never going to do that again. And that is what a good person does. A bad person would look at that and say, wow, that felt good. I'm going to continue beating little children. And you're not going to do that, are you?
The sheer fact that you've had to make an argument to make me feel better, including the words beating little children, kind of subverts your point.
You're pulling the wrong, you're cherry picking here. You're a good person. All right. And look, I'm going to let you suck.
I don't think I'm a bad person. I just don't think that I can be trusted. And good people can still be really shitty people.
Right.
You don't have to be bad to be dangerous.
Well, true. But you have to have a sense of good and evil. What is good?
I literally have an ability called sense evil. And I know it's not me. I don't feel it within myself. But what the hell just happened? First of all, he's still alive. And that alone, my situation is not resolved. I still want to kill him. And I'm fine right now because he's not here. But what happens when I go back and I see him again and he gives me that stupid forked tongue smirk he has?
Then that's the one, you're not going to see him again.
Then I know he's still out there and I have to go find him.
Okay.
And that's the problem, is that I clearly am not. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. All I know is if I sit here long enough, then I don't have to deal with it. What I've done and what's going to happen in the future. And I don't even know what to say to Philippa. I mean, or Emmy for that matter.
Okay.
It's just
But you will. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay right now. With that, Mr. DM, I'm going to kind of clear away, like brush and whatnot, just kind of like make a makeshift like fire pit with like rock, just kind of like get a little area, and I'm going to make a fire.
Okay.
And then I am going to, I don't know if I have another blanket.
Oh, sorry.
You have your
Hot
bedroll
dogs?
on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm going to get my bedroll out. And I'm just going to like walk over very gingerly and cover him with it. I'm going to say, we are going to stay right here until you think you are okay enough to go back. It is okay. Again, it is okay to not be okay. I know it seems like that you're not in control, and you might not be. With that said, just to make sure that, we're going to set you up for success here, buddy. Why don't you just give me the fizzle vein? I'll just hold on to it for a little bit, and then I'll give it right back to you.
Okay, so Catan can't yet cast Banishing Smite, but God, I wish he could, because he was just going to reach over and just flick him out of existence for a minute.
Jesus Christ.
I had Misty Step on my hold action, by the way. For that exact reason.
It doesn't hurt anyone. They just vanish. They go to a harmless demi-plane for 1 minute. I just love the idea of mid-speech Catan just being like...
We're like, hello? Hello?
Dick move.
You're coming with me.
So,
He wants to take Fizzlefane from you.
Yeah.
We got to see how addicted you are to this shit.
yeah, we didn't do anything with that. We just kind of let me fight for a while.
Well, the first time you did it, I did have you roll a Constitution, and you rolled like a 24, so you were not addicted to it at all.
Yeah,
it was
I remember
first time
it was
use.
like,
it's
yeah.
your first time use. You're like, it's cool, but what? I'm not
Just
only,
partying a little.
Yeah. I only do it when I party, and then you started partying.
Yeah,
a lot.
only when I'm.
All right. So
Started going
what
to
do you need me to
parties
do? You need me to roll another con saving throw?
Yeah, roll a con saving throw. I will say, since this is your second time, and that one you were a little bit more heated in, I'm going to say...
I wanted to take it then.
I want to say 19. I'm going to say,
19?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
that's your DC.
Catan wanted to take the drugs at that point.
Bitch.
Yeah, I don't normally tell you DCs because I don't want to get caught out
All right,
like that.
all right,
but
all
this,
right.
This one
All
I'll tell
right.
you. This one I'll tell you.
And fucking rainbow dice. 8 plus 11 is 19.
Oh, I forget. You do that a lot of con. Okay, so you're not that
4
addicted
plus
to it.
4 is 8 plus 3 is 11. 8, that's 19. I passed my... God damn.
You're still in the I only do it at parties.
Yeah.
You got a plus
I don't have
11 con save?
Yep. It's very hard to make me break wisdom saving throws. Once you have at least a plus 9, then you don't have to roll most damages when people attack you when you have spells, because no matter what, you roll 10.
Yeah.
So you beat anything under 20. So if anyone deals anything less than 20 damage to you, you're just like, I don't break my concentration.
Okay. Yeah.
Almost like I did that on purpose. Okay, so so Catan's not currently addicted to the fizzle vein.
No.
He takes that out of his pocket, and he's doing that thing where you swirl it in your hand. You kind of like play with it a little bit.
I like how me and
Like
Matt
Frodo on Mount Doom.
No,
both did the eyebrow
don't,
raises.
don't do it.
Play with the little, huh?
Stop it.
And Catan is going to decide whether or not it's time to give up the fizzle vein. Jake, what do I need to beat on a wisdom saving throw to decide that I am I'm willing to let this go?
Non-addictive. I'd say like 12.
Okay.
A 12.
Nat 20.
Oh, dude, you're good.
Give me that.
He looks up at Boral.
And keeps it.
Drinks
After
it.
all, why shouldn't I keep it?
Pounds it.
He looks down at it. He gives him a little smile. He kind of like tosses it a little up in the air and then grabs it with his gauntlet and just crushes the whole bottle.
Oh.
And then throws like what was left in the dirt below him and kind of wipes the glass and the fizzle vein off of his hands. And then realizes that it can actually soak in through his skin and then starts to like...
And then gets a straw. And
No.
Starts eating dirt.
Wait,
Starts trying to grow a potato right there.
squeezing the dirt into his mouth. I got it.
Wait, bro, you should leave right now. You need to leave.
Yeah.
What's that over there?
Now you're good. He's on 1 hit point. You're fine.
And he looks up at Boral and he goes, I didn't need your help, right? But thank you anyway. And then he goes back to resting by the bonfire. And he kicks some dirt onto the what was left over the fizzle vein was.
Yeah, I'm going to nod and just sit down by the fire.
You guys.
Now, you know who the most upset of that was?
Awen.
No. Every new crits listener, because no more fizzle vein
Me.
means no more raps.
No more raps.
Oh.
Well, I can always develop a new drug addiction.
I can always.
There's other drugs.
There's plenty more drugs,
Hey, look,
everyone.
methylvane.
Methylvane.
Fentanavane. Fentavane.
Don't worry, worry, guys. Ben will find a new D&D drug.
We'll find a new way to.
Guys, he's gonna DM me now, and he's gonna DM me like 12 different drugs. Like I can get any, just make these appear however you want, but like make them appear.
Yes, his source of creativity will be refound in something else.
Well, now I'm gonna be that guy who like raps about religion. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
there's a YouTube for that.
That's good.
I'm gonna be
Love
that.
it.
I'm gonna be that guy who's like one of the musicians out there who is like heavily religious, and then has it like just gently like placed into their music to the point where one day you finally go, so wait a second, is this guy a Christian rock band? And then they're like, yeah, he is. And then you're like, God damn it.
I'm imagining you're like the little tours that used to go around high school that were so cheesy.
Oh yeah, that's what I
yeah.
was thinking.
So bad.
You're like,
my
"Come on,
name
guys."
is Jordan and I'm here to say the best way to go is the Jesus way, or something along those lines.
No, I like what Ben's going because it's like he keeps saying him, and you're like, oh, this must be a love story. And then you look at the lyrics, like, wait,
It's a capital H.
every hymn is just capitalized.
Yeah.
Don't know. They tricked me.
Goddamn rainbow dice, man.
Goddamn rainbow dice.
It came in clutch for you this time.
Sure did.
That's a 4. All right. So you are just either going to roll real good or real bad. Good to know. Hey, you know what? That's actually better for storytelling. So
That's my storytelling dice.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you go and sit by the fire. Boral, are you just joining beside him?
By the way, these dice are just blue and red. They're not rainbow. I just realized. But
Yeah, I don't know why you
just
keep.
realized
I
that?
was
I've been calling
wondering.
them rainbow dice, but they're not. They're blue and red. My rainbow dice are my metal ones.
Yeah, those are iridescent.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Hey, Christy,
That's like,
you,
that's like the
Catan.
third time he said that to you.
I know. It's really.
Now I still got a little bit of that fizzle vein in me. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
like-
sorry.
Leaf really hates me. I'm like, I don't know. You've told me to fuck off like 5 times. So maybe that has something
Would
to
you
do
call
with
this iridescent?
Mhm.
I don't know anything about colors. I remember one time I was having a debate with you about
Clearly.
colors. And then you said something like, well, it was the glove thing. You called it with a P.
a color.
Yeah.
Purple?
there were-
Periwinkle?
No, yeah, I think you said that you were like, that's periwinkle. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, when you were like, is this purple or blue? And I'm like, nah, it's kind of like a periwinkle color.
Yeah, you were like, it's a periwinkle. And I'm like, God damn it.
It's like a blue purple. It's both.
I know, but it was just the idea that you'd be like, well, it's a periwinkle. As the artist, it's the only artist here. That's a periwinkle.
That's your job.
All right.
I'm an artist.
No,
Not a color artist.
Yeah, I've seen your drawing, Matt, and it's
Which one? The one of us?
of you and Catan. And I think the whole crew. That
I
one
drew
was-
that on MS Paint with a mouse.
I
No,
mean,
the one with
pretty proud
Catan
of
and the
that
other
one.
weaklings was just drawn on a wall. Actually, I did at work. I just took a picture of a white wall and then traced it with my finger. So,
He cheated. I drew with MS Paint and a mouse,
Good work.
all right.
like real artists do.
Right.
Well, guys, sorry. No more raps.
All right. Well, Boral and Catan are resting outside by the fire. Who's inside? I'm assuming Awen and Lorelai would have come in at a certain point.
Mhm.
You see the door open up and see a bloodied Grax. You can see like he put band-aids or bandages, just like some band-aids.
100 band-aids.
Yeah,
Or just one giant
yeah,
band-aid.
just one really big band-aid. He put a bunch of gauze around him and wrapped himself up. As he walks in, he looks over to you guys and just kind of walks past and goes into the kitchen.
I'm going to give a glance over to Lorelai.
Fine. Yeah, no. I love getting in the middle of all the drama. Yeah, no. Sweet.
I'll go with you.
Should you though? Didn't you just have a sword to his throat like not an hour ago?
Well, isn't he the one who says, "Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You people do sword stuff sometimes." Shouldn't he not take it personal? Isn't that his whole thing?
Yeah, fine. Fair. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. No, let's just get this shit over with.
You can go by yourself if you want.
No,
I was trying to be nice, but
No, it's weird. I'm sorry. I'm not used to that.
I saved your life while flying.
That's the one I know. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, just saying. I do nice things, okay? Thank you.
That one time.
I'll hold on to it and bring it up.
You
every single
also
time.
then put her head in the lap of a mannequin afterwards.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Scared the bejesus out of her, but
Not
sure.
my fault. Let's go have a chat, huh?
She walks over and you see Grax sitting down You can see Sven with like giddy eyes as Grax is just annihilating all of these leftover streusels that no one's eating. And then Grax kind of looks over to the both of you. I'm guessing you want to talk. Lorelai looks over to you, Awen, and looks back at Grax. Yeah, no, we wanted to talk. Awen had some really good points that he wanted to bring to your attention. So, Awen, if you wouldn't mind, and she kind of like pushes you forward a little bit, and present your PowerPoints.
Yes, thank you, Lorelai, for the rousing introduction. I appreciate that. So, Grax, you're a tough guy, huh?
Wait, before you guys get started, so on the PowerPoint, are you contrling the little mouse arrow?
Of course. Yeah.
Arrow.
So it's like,
But it's an arrow.
oh, arrow. Okay.
Oh, wow, that was so
Don't pat me like I'm the fool.
Yeah, he's like, good job for my dumb joke.
Get it? There's an arrow on a computer and you like to fire arrows. Get it?
Yep, that's it. All right, go ahead.
Hey, so that was, while I think necessary, actually, probably cathartic for Catan. Do you remember any of that with him and his dad that you killed in front of him?
No, not even in the slightest.
So you were just saying that to get under his skin
Yeah, pretty much.
because you've just killed countless people. How could you possibly keep track?
No, there's some that stuck with me.
Ow. You were insignificant.
Okay, so can you understand why he was so upset with you?
Oh, no, yeah, totally.
Okay, so why are you being so flippant about it?
Because he's being a child about it.
Yes, exactly. Yes, because you killed his father, he's being a child to get upset about that, which is fair, wouldn't you say?
Did you see me arguing with him about that? The only thing I had an issue with was that he was putting his shit first before the mission.
What mission?
What do you mean, what mission?
What mission are we on right now that had to come first before that?
The whole saving the world thing? You know, the ongoing mission that doesn't end until it fucking does?
Sure, but in that moment, though, do you have emotions? That's a serious question. I'm not too familiar with Dragonborn. I don't know if they're a very stoic people. Are you a...
Well, considering that I'm the only one left, yeah, I guess we're stoic.
You're the only Dragonborn left? I've heard stories and...
Yeah, of the 4 or 5 that have been around. Yeah, they're all dead. It's me.
Did you kill them?
The only one. Why do you think he has 7 goddamn swords?
He took all of them.
I didn't kill one, but that needed to happen for everyone. All right, they were out of control, trying to murder all the other freaking mortals on the planet. All right, so like, give me fucking leeway on that one.
Okay.
The rest are dead.
So you're the last surviving Dragonborn.
Yeah, so I get the whole parents being dead, all that shit. All right, I get it. I understand. But at a certain point, shit comes first.
Right. Again, are you an emotional, person?
I don't got time for that shit.
So no.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. I understand. Humans, unlike us, are very an emotional race.
I know.
Right. So could you be considerate of that, maybe?
Yeah, I can tiptoe around him. Sure.
I think you two need to have a chat. As
Oh my
difficult as
God.
that, and I don't like saying it because it makes my stomach churn thinking about it. I know it's probably it's not a fun idea, but if we are going to be working together, there needs to be some sort of a understanding between the two of you. And it cannot be tiptoed around to where who knows what's going to set it off again.
Well, you want me to admit that I killed his parents? Sure.
Well, he knows you did.
Okay. But what? You want an apology? I'm not sorry. I had a job. I did my job.
But you don't feel sorry about anyone ever that you've killed. You don't think back now and think, yes, it was a job, but I feel kind of shitty about it. Not even a little bit.
Doesn't everyone? Isn't that just like the basic thing? Even farmers fucking hate their job. They
I
don't
mean, do you feel bad? Do you feel any guilt about it whatsoever?
Some of them. The ones I can remember. The ones that made me stop fighting so much, yeah. But no, not really. I've been at this a long time, kid. A long fucking time. And if I have to do this, if I have to worry about every single person I kill and feel guilt, I'd be buried in that shit within,
right.
in a year.
I'm not asking you to feel guilt about, I'm not even really asking you to feel guilt about any of them, but I am asking you to consider one of them.
Fine. I'll have the talk with them. I'll try my best not to be an asshole.
Okay, I think all you need to do is just hear him out and accept how he feels towards you for why he feels that way.
All right. Yeah.
Not right now.
No, he like puts his hands to his side and like gestures to his wounds. Yeah, I kind of figured not right now.
Well, I don't know. You might just want to just get it over with.
I do, but
I know, right? Which is what I'm saying. Give it a little time to cool off, and I think it will. The opportunity will present itself, and it should be taken when it does.
just let me know.
All right.
And Lorelai kind of like pops her head over his shoulder. Well, I'm so glad that can all be solved. Good job, Awen. You're so good at this. Well, she like grabs on your shoulders. We're gonna get going, and kind of turns you around and walks out of the kitchen.
The joke is, years ago, we made the joke that Awen was going to open up a family counseling therapy office.
We did.
And that somehow we have. Just
full circle, baby. Full
Yep.
circle. She walks out. It's like, wow, you actually did really good there. You've gotten better at this whole like emotion thing.
Well, I was just doing that so, my friend wouldn't like go off the hinges again.
I know, but did you hear what you just said, Awen?
What? That he wouldn't go off the hinges again?
Right before that, you described him as a word. A friend. I don't think I've ever heard you call. I don't even think you've ever called me a friend.
Well, over our travels, we have grown close. I will say that. How could you not when you go through as much as we've all been through?
I get that.
Yeah, that's all. It's a camaraderie thing.
I'm happy for you. And you can see when she says that there is a look of sadness behind it. And she kind of, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm peachy.
Can I tell that there's sadness there, or should I? Or do you want me to do an insight?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay. Not good. I don't know. I'm like, all right, good night.
Awen at his prime.
I rolled a 2.
So my girlfriend says, everything's fine. He's like, okay,
I'm like,
I have to leave
well, I'm
you.
going to go play COD with the boys. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you mad? No, just go play D&D. Cool.
Cool. All right. Oh, all right. Great.
While
See ya.
you're at that, could you give me another beer by any, just if it's not
sure.
If you're going to head to the kitchen,
Yeah. Okay. I let her bound on upstairs. Then
Yeah.
I'm none the wiser.
she
I'm
walks,
thinking like, oh, that went really well.
don't you have proficiency in insight or something?
Insight? No.
Oh, well, no. Yeah,
No,
you're
deception,
fucking both
however.
bad.
Well, I do have a +5, but I have 7. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
it's
Not,
deep
it's not high
sadness.
enough.
I know.
Not between Lorelai and Awen. Those two have such disconnect from their emotions.
Neither have very good insight, and both have really good deception. So
Yeah.
they're just constantly just like, we keep telling each other everything's fine, so it must be fine.
Yeah. And Awen, akin to me as well, even if I know something's wrong and the person tells me that nothing's wrong, I'm like, cool. See ya. You
taking
just told me
that out.
nothing was wrong. See ya. So when you get mad at me later, I go, oh, you said everything was fine. That's not my fault.
You told me.
Just in case you're wondering why Matt's the only one here who's not currently in a relationship.
You're wondering, he's so handsome. What could it possibly be?
Everything else. Anyways.
Anyway, end of the episode.
What do we have for timeline?
We're at about stopping time.
Hey there, Critheads. Ben Cheney, voice of Catan Smiteclad, here. If you or someone you know is struggling with substance use or mental health, there are services available to help. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, or SAMHSA, is dedicated to reducing the impact of substance abuse and mental illness on America's communities. SAMHSA's national helpline is a free, confidential, 24/7 treatment referral and information service for individuals and families facing mental and/or substance use disorders. For assistance, please call 1-800-662-HELP. If your situation requires more immediate assistance, you can reach the crisis text line by texting HELLO to 741741 for the US. You'll receive an automated text asking you what your crisis is. Within minutes, a live trained crisis counselor will answer your text. They will help you out of your moment of crisis and work with you to create a plan moving forward. The service is also available in the UK at 85258 or for Ireland at 50808. If you are a veteran, the Veterans Crisis Line may have services more specialized for you at 1-800-273-TALK or by texting 838255. And of course, if you feel the situation is an emergency, please do not hesitate to call 911 or 999 if you are in the UK. Mental health and substance use affects millions of people every year. It is a battle that many of us will have to fight in one way or another at some point in our lives. And there's no shame in accepting or asking for help. I don't know about you, but when I think of a hero, I think of someone who's brave. Someone who stands against the things that make us want to run away. But I also think heroes inspire others to be brave too. Let's help each other be brave. And the first step is being brave ourselves. And I'll start. I have suffered from low self-esteem and chronic pain for many years, and eventually it manifested into a pain pill addiction and depression. But with the help of my loved ones and a good therapist, I'm okay now. In fact, I'm pretty good. Dare I say I'm genuinely happy. And I want you all to be healthy and happy too. So take up your sword and fight your own inner dragons. Ask for or accept help. And let's be valiant together.